Just curious, for everyone out there, anyone have an Amazon Alexa at home or a Google? Yeah, about half, yeah. And I know I have one too, and I don't consider myself a techie type person, but man, it's great technology. Everybody in my family uses it, turn lights on and off, dim lights, play music. So I think the neat thing about some of the technology we're going to talk about is that it's really, really pretty easy to onboard, to change out a switch, change out a receptacle, and really automate a space to make it easier for someone to live in. So Leviton's been around 116 years. Our business has really been anything that goes into an electrical box. Switch, receptacle, dimmer, automation switch. So that's really the backbone of who we are. Still a family-held company, which kind of makes us unique in today's environment. We've been in the automation business probably almost 40, 50 years now with various technologies, so we think we got a lot of experience. One of the things, with Leviton, since we're one of the leading wiring device manufacturers, you don't have to worry about colors not matching and looks not being similar to a Decora switch or a GFI receptacle. No, we got all those products and been making them for many years, so you have that seamless look throughout the home or the property. Again, just a little bit, on the company. We started out making gas tip mantles for all the street lights in New York, and Mr. Leviton, became friends with Mr. Edison, and here we are today, being a major electrical device manufacturer, still based out of Melville, New York, but with plants all over the world, and distribution centers in Tennessee and Nevada. So, joining me today is John. John Sullivan's going to handle the product portion of it. Some of you, I think, have come through the booth. I see some familiar faces. All the things that John's going to cover, we have a lot of that stuff on display in our booth. So feel free, if you got time this afternoon, stop by the Leviton booth. We can jump into a more in-depth conversation. I think the whole idea behind these sessions is really just to introduce the concept of home automation to you, and hopefully there's something that sparks your interest and you want to learn more about it, and you'll come back and see John and I at the booth. So again, thanks for your attendance today. I'm going to turn it over to John to get into the product presentation.
Good afternoon. Thank you, everybody. We're going to start just easy Wi-Fi lighting. It's that easy. You can see there from our portfolio, we have a hardwired duplex receptacle. We actually have a voice-activated dimmer with Alexa built into it. We'll talk about that a little bit later. A 4-button control, a dimmer, a switch, and 2 plug-in modules. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of our Wi-Fi second-generation products. As you can see, the second generation is a 15-amp switch, 600-watt dimmer, a plug-in module, a plug-in dimmer, and like I said, we have the voice-activated control with Amazon Alexa. So if you look at us, we're talking about hubless automation. There's no hub needed, no bridges, no anything. It's simple Wi-Fi. As long as you have a great Wi-Fi in your home, you have and we'll talk of this, but you have to have a neutral with this, you're good to go. Believe me, I have them in my house, and I'm not a tech guy like Fran is. We're old school, still use a pen and paper, don't use laptops. So it's very easy to program. There's an astronomical clock built into them. So we just change times. You don't have to worry about going in and trying to reconfigure it. It'll automatically do itself, because when you enroll the device into your phone, it's going to ask you for your address, and then it's going to pick up your GPS coordinates. So as now the days are getting longer, it's going to be fine. And then when we turn back, we go late in June, July, when the days start getting a little bit shorter, you don't have to touch anything. You can set parameters, for example, to, okay, I want it 20 minutes after dusk, 20 minutes before dusk. There's a lot of applications or things you can do with these devices that make it a lot easier. Here's some of our newly released products. Voice-activated dimmer with Alexa built in. So it's the same thing. You can ask Alexa, what's the weather today? Alexa, can you play this song? Alexa, can you dim the front lights? Alexa, can you do this? It's the same thing. It's a great device. There's a little Bose speaker in there, so you're going to get some quality sound out of there also. We have a fan speed controller, 4 speeds and off, a 4-button keypad. So in other words, you can put that, for example, in your bedroom or in your hall, and if you're up at night and you hear a noise, you press a button, and that command can turn all your lights on by one push button. And then you hear outside there's nothing there, boom, off. You're done. But it's a quick way to access all your lights in case you need them in a certain situation. And then the Wi-Fi receptacle. So this is a Decora duplex where the top is actually Wi-Fi. The bottom is always hot. You can make the top always hot, but a lot of people like to put Christmas lights in the windows. So now you can put change the receptacle below the window, put the Wi-Fi receptacle in, put all your lights in, set the timer so they all go on at the same time, because if you use those standard timers, one's going on at 4, 4:01, 4:10. Now with this, it'll all go on at the same time. Multi-location control. So true three-way explanation. So we have three matching remotes. We have a dimmer remote, and we have a switch remote for three-way applications or four-way applications, whatever the situation would need. New product, Anywhere Dimmer Switching Companions. This works with our second generation switches, receptacles. Okay, it is truly wireless. It comes with actually 2 watch batteries. You just pair it with the device and you're set to go. It's actually a virtual three-way when you look at it. We have a display working demo at our booth if you guys want to stop and see it. It's the one I put together. So you can lick or stick that on the wall, mount it in a box. I have mine mounted in a portable box so I don't lose it and take it with me. But it's a great application where a lot of homes have a switch at the top of the stairs or the bottom, and you need to get one up and you can't get the wire up. So throw this switch in, throw that companion switch, and you're set to go. Here's some of the features. It's flexible. It can mount it directly right to the wall surface. You can lick it and stick it. It's a simple setup and operation, no Wi-Fi or app. You just tap it. It's in programming mode. Tap it 5 times. They pair, you're done. Very simple. It's a slim profile, and there's replaceable CR2025 batteries. And you can pair up to 3 Anywhere companions with the second generation device. Okay, the Leviton Amazon Alexa built-in dimmer. Okay, so you can use your voice to dim the lights. Alexa, dim the patio lights. Alexa, dim the kitchen lights. You can still listen to the news. You can get the weather, play music, ask questions, much, much more. It's full range dimming. One thing I want to talk about with our dimmers, it's a positive off. When it goes off, the light goes off. Some other dimmers out there still might get a little leakage back and see a little bit of the light on. You will not with the Leviton Wi-Fi Decora devices. That is a positive off. Just wanted to clarify that. Okay, just talk a little bit more about delivering home solutions. Okay. Yes, all our dimmers, whether it's the Wi-Fi or it's a standard wall dimmer, everything is now universal. Okay, whether it's incandescent, halogen, CFL. I haven't seen a CFL bulb in years. Before I came to Leviton, I worked for GE. That's all I used to sell is CFLs. Everybody wanted one. Then all of a sudden LED came out and CFLs got shoved in a corner. But these are all universally dimmers. Okay, so they're all comparable with LED lamps, incandescent lamps, halogen lamps, everything. Okay, so there's just a little example of some of the basic items. So I have it on my phone. It's an easy app. I mean, you download the app, you enroll the switch. It takes 5 minutes to enroll the switch, and then you can set a schedule. So in other words, I have my lights come on at, right now, 20 minutes after dusk. My outside lights come on, and I leave them on until 3 in the morning. I do that every day. I don't touch it at all. Okay, even if you lose power, the memory's in the device, so it's still going to work. Okay, that's how you would set. You can set an activity up. So what I have with mine, I'm sorry, I gotta go. When I have with mine, I can set up an all on. So like what you have with you can set up. Okay, I want these lights. If I hit this button, they go all on. So like I said, if you're in bed and you're sleeping, you hear noise outside, boom, hit the all on, your lights are on. And then hit another activity, all off. So there's a lot of and now with Wi-Fi actually becoming a fourth utility in a home. And with our products, it really is the simple way to go, fast and easy. And actually, there's a survey, 46% of current homeowners, when they get their next home, they want these devices in them already installed. So with the technology that a lot of us grew up with, there was no such thing as a cell phone. Well, now kids they're 2 years old, they have cell phones. So they can do more than we can. But this is the way the lighting control market is going. It's Wi-Fi. We have all the products. We're second generation. It's easy to install. And like I said, we have some demos there at our booth. You can actually see how it works. And that's, like I said, just delivering whole home solutions. If you look at that, we have the basic home with switches. We have the smart home. We have a load center we have on display over there. And then you can fully integrate it with batteries, generators, or solar panels. So, and there's also car chargers, which is becoming bigger and bigger because electric cars are coming more and more. So we have a full line of electric chargers. So we have a complete home package from the service to the switch to the receptacle to the dimmers. But that's it. It's a whole house solution when you deal with us. So, and believe me, we've been doing it for 100 and some years with some of our product and the technology. Oh, one other thing. I said with this stuff, you do need a neutral. We did Monday on our internal announce a non-neutral switch and dimmer, okay? Because that was always, so you need a line of load in the ground, okay? But that will also come with, you'll have to get what they call a bridge. And that just plugs in a normal outlet, and that sets the communication with the devices. But no, now people have been asking for it because a lot of homes really built before 2011, you might not have neutrals. And that was the biggest concern and question was getting, do you have non-neutral? Yeah, we now have non-neutral. We actually just rolled it out. So that product is now available. So now we have a complete line, neutral and non-neutral. We all good? We're all experts? Okay. All right, thank you for your time. We appreciate it very much. We look to see you in the booth.